We've all seen pictures of the Redwoods in California, but as often the case, standing here, you realize photos just don't do it justice. Like, we knew these trees were big, but stats and numbers really don't prepare you for this. You just have to be here, craning your neck up as far as you can, just to get it. Now, lucky for us, we're passing through a few of these major parks in the Redwoods National and State Parks umbrella. So to kick off this California road trip,
Pretty big.
thanks, we're doing what any sane person would do. We're taking our old RV through a few of these redwood parks and driving along the famed Avenue of Giants. But the government is still shut down and some of these roads aren't really built for RVs. So it's going to be really interesting to see just what we can get up to in these next couple of days.
Ain't shady, baby, I'm hot, light up a radical sun.
This way? Oh, that one. Okay.
Big about the leany, meeny, miny, mo, and
Hello?
flower. You're the chosen one.
Do like My outfits on this channel have really been top notch lately.
It's that RV life got you, huh?
Well, good morning to you. For the past few nights, we've been sleeping at the Elk Valley Casino, which lives up to its name, I would say. Last night,
Yeah.
hella elk.
Hello.
If you've seen our recent videos lately, we are learning that we love sleeping at casinos because typically they offer free RV parking if you don't need hookups, but it's usually level, it's secure, there's bathrooms inside. You got a $5 scratch ticket.
I get $5 scratches every time I go in there. Win $5.
So today our plan is to start checking off our Redwoods check. So today, I think we're going to tackle our Redwoods checklist. There are several state parks right here on this coastline that are jointly managed by California State Park and National Park.
We're hoping that they won't be too affected by the government shutdown. But also, we need to renew our America's the Beautiful Park Pass because I have the military one when I was active duty, which is only annual. But now that I'm a veteran, I get the lifetime membership, and it's Veterans Day tomorrow, so hopefully
Ayo.
we can get that.
Reap those benefits,
Reap
baby.
those benefits. How are you this morning?
Annoying.
You good now that you ate some more food? We all got a little breakfast in us and then headed into Crescent City to visit the Redwoods Park Visitor Center. It went as expected.
Hi, I was wondering if I can renew my park pass here.
You can as soon as the government gets their thing together to renew it.
Okay, I was wondering.
And they are done out in Gasky at the Forest Service office. Card you have is good, or if they issue a whole new thing and you get a new card.
A new card.
But
Okay.
yeah, I believe the ranger's name out there is Travis.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Alright, bad news. Couldn't get it. It's what I feared. Government shut down, so they can't really do a lot of things. So we gotta wait for them to open back up, but not the end of the world. Just would have been nice if it was free.
I mean, we're on the coast, so it makes sense we'd see a lot of the ocean. Part of me just imagined being lost in a sea of trees in the middle of the forest for most of the drive, so it's nice to switch up between ocean and forest.
Look at this. California's got the best waves. It's like Ariel's Rock from Little Mermaid. It's really cool. So we drove through Del Norte, Redwood State Park. We're probably gonna drive back through because we couldn't find anywhere to park. But right here, I think it's Wilson's Creek. And you see like the redwoods and the fog, and then you got the ocean right here. It is just, it's nice. Maybe it's just me, but there's something calming about seeing some rough swells and forceful waves break over the rocks. I'd never be out there myself, but from here, it's kind of therapy. Like we said, we're driving back through Del Norte State Park to find somewhere to pull off and wander through the redwoods. And I'll let Sarah tell you our initial impressions.
Wow.
Wow is right, Sarah. Just look how big these trees are. Now imagine them even bigger. That's what's in store for us. If you ever wanted to know what it must have felt like to be in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, this is as close as you get. How big these roots are. Big old tree. What do you think?
Trees.
Trees.
They're nice, but I want to see bigger ones.
How many times have you been to the redwoods in the past?
I've been one. I've seen redwoods one other time. I don't know if that story is appropriate for YouTube.
Yeah, let's tell it.
Well,
We can keep it PG.
in 2017, it was right after we had met. So it was like after Tony and I met, but we weren't like officially a couple. But I went camping in California with my friends for New Year's, and I had a recreational gummy candy. And then we went out to see the redwoods. And I don't know if it was the redwoods or the effects of said candy, but I remember being like, it was like the most magical experience I've ever had.
Other than the highway being right there, it's actually quite peaceful. We're the only car parked in this little parking lot. You don't really hear birds or insects or anything out here. Just our footsteps.
She looks so cute. Redwoods look good on her. Bring out the color of her orange and her red. Del Norte was only a sample of the redwoods. The trees here are old, sure, but just babies compared to the redwoods in Humboldt State Park and deeper into the national park. And to get to those, we travel another 2 hours south down Highway 101. But that will have to wait until tomorrow.
All right, can't even reach this. We're here. We're gonna take the Avenue of Giants around. And a couple stops along the way. Since we're coming from the north, our entry into the Avenue of Giants was the Pepperwood exit. And you don't get a lot of time to dilly-dally before the trees are towering over you. But before that, we gotta tell you why our plans shifted from going to Fern Canyon. Well, welcome to the Avenue of Giants. This is our home for the next... Shut up. This is one of the places I definitely wanted to see on this road trip. The other one was Fern Canyon, but I kind of chickened out with Fern Canyon because the road to get down there the max is 24 feet long and 8 feet wide, which I think we are exactly that. We might be a little bit wider than that, but...
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of a sketchy, gravelly,
Pretty sketchy.
stream crossing roads.
That, and it has rained for like the past 2 weeks. Maybe not here, but like where we were in Oregon. It was just raining so constantly that I know those stream crossings are going to be just ridiculous. That's kind of like the downfall of having an RV, I think. It's just, if you don't have another car, you kind of lose out on some things.
There's so many places we've said no to, like the
Yeah.
Lost Coast Drive, Fern
Yeah.
Canyon, like so many places.
So, I mean, if any e-bike companies are out there listening or electric, muddy butt. So the first stop on our Redwoods adventure checklist this morning is the Greg French Bell Trailhead. There's a lot longer name. There's like 4 names to it. But this one's supposed to have like a groove in the middle of the Redwoods that's supposed to look really cool. So we're also here at about 9 o'clock and we're the only car that's right here right now. So
It's a holiday too. Happy Veterans Day.
oh, I thank you. You can see how lush the ground is here. Those bright green ferns everywhere. It's a totally different vibe from the massive redwood trunks shooting straight up. And something funny happens when you walk through a redwood grove. You start thinking about how old these trees really are, and how many people they've watched come and go over the centuries. They've survived fires, storms, entire logging industries. And then of course my brain jumps to Fantasyland, like being an Ewok walking around the forest of Endor, which makes sense since some of those shots were in these parks. But Sarah's version of an alternate reality, well, she's thinking this would be the perfect spot for Naked and Afraid, if only there were more food sources. Either way, these trees tower over you, making you feel small and letting your imagination run wild. It's one of the few places where your brain actually slows down for a second and goes, oh, this is what calm feels like. But we don't do calm. We deal in chaotic, so on to the next stop. Next stop on the Avenue of Giants is Founder's Grove, home to some of the biggest, most jaw-dropping trees on this whole route. And for this stop, Sarah has volunteered as tribute to be your tour guide. So please sit back, relax, and prepare for enthusiasm levels I cannot match.
You are entering ancient forest. This nature trail will provide a glimpse into the past and look into one of the greatest forests on Earth.
Hello? Roomier than our RV.
What's this called?
Fae trap.
Can you explain that?
I can't. I can Google it. Okay, so what is a fae trap? According to my friend Google, it's European mythology based around trickster fairies who bring misfortune. Some are more obvious than others, almost like some Blair Witch kind of stuff, or as a modern internet trend, which is how I learned of it. Trap to deceive humans and lure them in, and it's supposed to be found, I think, in like woodsy areas. So anything you see that's like an arch like that makes you want to go in, or like everything we've been walking through today, like a hole in the wall, hole in a tree, anything that looks like a portal, like a natural portal you want to go in, and then.
What happens to you if you go in?
Guess you gotta find out. Wow. Taller than me. Can't lie about being 6 foot here. Not that either of us are or have lied about it.
What's a Demogorgon? Good timing from you.
I know. I see so many faces in that.
Yeah, like morphed faces just stuck. Yeah. It's probably our dark sense of humor.
Pretty big.
Thanks. These trees are so massive. I wonder how loud they are when they fall. It's gotta be like a... The Founder's Trail is actually super chill. It's only about a half-mile loop, and there's so many unique trees along the way. Every few steps, we couldn't help but stop and say, whoa, this one's huge.
Crazy.
This one is massive. Holy hell.
And then these people go and f it up. Look at all the carvings in the tree. Like, do you have to do that? I'm sure it's tempting for some people to think, It's just a dead tree. What's the big deal if I carve my name? But the rule is simple. Leave no trace means leave no trace.
Jeez, look how this splintered.
These forests carry their own stories without our initials scratched into
Must
them.
have hit this other fallen one and then just said.
Nobody's perfect, we're no saints, but we can all try and at least be better.
Oh, that's definitely a fake trap. So I'm walking through the visitor center, but while I do that, here's some admin notes. Basically about driving RVs on the Avenue of Giants. I've read anywhere from 28 to 30 feet is the maximum length. We're 24, so we're good. The roads, well maintained, haven't had any issues. There's supposed to be some tight turns. It's honestly not as tight as I thought it'd be. We've made it through here pretty easily. We've only gone like 40 miles per hour the whole time though. Also, there's plenty of pullouts large enough for RVs. So if you're here at a good time, at a good season, you shouldn't have any problems finding parking, which is great. And now we're kind of just taking our time because there aren't too many people here. Almost fell, sorry. There aren't a whole lot of people here. The visitor center has maps of the Avenue of Giants. It's got a little history museum, some weird taxidermy of all the critters and creatures that live in the forest, and some fun books. Yeah, look at this one. Just animal butts. Leaving the visitor center, met a lovely volunteer named Tammy. She gave us some pointers. She gave us this map too, which would have come in handy earlier, but we did take a picture of the map coming in, so we kind of knew where everything was. And I got a magnet for Jam Jam. I had decision fatigue because there were so many good ones in there. With this one, I know Sarah would appreciate. The one I wanted, I don't think she would have appreciated too much because it was just like, what do you call those things? Like the 3D, where you move it and the trees move. I thought that was cool. Look how small Jam Jam looks compared to these trees, man. And Jam Jam's a big girl. And this probably doesn't need to be explained to anyone, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. So coastal redwoods are the tallest trees in the world, not to be confused with sequoias, which sequoias are wide. So they're not the biggest trees in the world, but they are the tallest trees in the world. Just for any confusion that's out there.
Once we made it through the Avenue of the Giants, it was back on Highway 101 again until we came across this quirky little roadside attraction that I personally picked out. Confucian. Is seeing believing? Nobody knows.
This looks hokey. I don't exactly know what to make of this place. What is this?
I think there's like some optical illusion-y things. The review said the gift shop is killer.
That's kind of cool. This is made out of a redwood. I gotta say, these wood carvings are pretty cool. Like that is a mountain lion carved on the side of a tree, or carved and then hung on the side of a tree. Hello! Welcome to my crib. Confusion Hill, the epitome of a hokey roadside attraction. $5 seat. Take a look and see.
Oh. That's silly.
There's a mirror. Yeah. I thought I saw that. And as the signs everywhere say, if you come open-minded and looking for fun, you'll find it.
Ah, this is weird. Does it look weird? Whoa. Oh my god.
This is the camera level. This is how slanted this is. Crazy, right? For Sarah, this place lives up to his name.
I'm confused. How do I... Can't really tell on camera. Yeah, ain't no way. I'm so close. Hold on. It feels like I'm getting close. Okay, show off. Are you leaning against the wall? That looks crazy. I don't know which way I'm gonna fall if I fall.
Do Michael Jackson. Other way.
This way?
Yeah.
Oh, that way. Okay. All right, we could have been here for hours goofing off, but what can we really say about the Redwoods? It's everything you'd expect them to be, and they are really good at making you think you're just a tiny little human. What did surprise us is everything just outside the trees. These little coastal towns up here in Northern California that no one talks about. They're weird and interesting. This is the start of a horror movie, bro. We don't come to small towns like this. What the hell? What the hell is this? If you want to see what makes these towns so quirky, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss that detour. I realize why it's called Pebble Beach, because all the rocks look like pebbles out there. And a bushy albino redwood growth. I can't see that far. The albino is like chlorophyll. And therefore appear white in color. I can't see that.